Hi, I'm Jackie. If you're interested in, like I am, in slowing down biological aging, body aging, then you better put some time in. I'm 52 and I don't know how old you are, but it really doesn't matter. All these exercises that I teach you are beautiful to have in your life. They'll put you into a relaxed state. They'll slow down joint aging, body aging, and you'll feel so good after. So just do it and don't believe anything I say. Just see how you feel after you've finished. It's just 15 minutes of your day and it's self-care, and that equals healthcare. This isn't a stretch, but it's the most important exercise for preventing rounded posture. So palms of the hands facing up, elbows in back pockets, chin tuck, release. 10 of them at least once every day, maybe more than that. Try to feel your middle back muscles, your shoulder blades squeezing in, so elbows down and back, shoulders down and back. To make sure your head's not forward. Release, push your elbows down and back, or shoulders down and back. And if you turn the palms of your hands up, you're also adding on shoulders turning out. Release. A few more, trying to not let your lower front ribs jut out. Also trying to keep equal weight through the feet and a neutral pelvic tilt. If you're doing all my videos regularly, you're going to be learning all the time more and more about all these instructions coming together. So all your body becoming more into alignment, or more balanced, younger joints. So this, I think, is probably one of the most important exercises for as I've said, for preventing rounded posture, which restricts blood flow to the brain. So make sure you have that in your life. Because we all sit too much, it's very important to regularly stretch your hip flexors. So that's these muscles through the front of your hip. So the best way to do that, or the quickest way, there's lots of ways, but a quick lunge here and there to break up sitting. And if you're a bit wobbly on your feet, you can just have your hands on the wall or the chair or wherever you are, your kitchen bench. But if you're a bit more balanced, just keeping your body in the middle of the room. So just notice how I've got my toes tucked under on my bottom, on my back foot there. And then also don't let your front knee twist, and then try to get that stretch here without overarching into your back. And if you feel you can keep your neck relaxed, you can do a little bit more if you can keep your neck relaxed. So that makes it a little bit stronger. You build up to that. If you're a beginner, you might have hands on the wall or hands on your hips and look straight ahead. And then do your other side, the hip flexors. Get really in touch with them. Don't let them get too tight. Very, very important. As I've already said, but I'm saying it again, regularly stretch out your hip flexors, because if they get tight, they do pull you in that direction. And if you get pulled in that direction, age is accelerating. Blood flow to the brain, breathing, moving freely. Your spine is so connected to everything, general health. So trying to look after our spine, our posture, our whole body. Very good. So the next one is also amazingly good to weave into your everyday life to break up sitting, and it goes really well with the lunge. So put your hands on the wall or a table or the kitchen bench or a window ledge, and I'm trying to, while I'm here, spread my toes, and I'm trying to reach the crown of my head and tailbone in opposite directions. So try to just make it feel good, lengthen out your spine, and just have this in your life. You can also play around with wagging your tail and anterior and posterior tilting of your pelvis. So if you don't know what that is, just have a look what I'm doing. Posterior tilt, anterior tilt. And it really does stimulate blood flow, lymph flow, release tight muscles, and increase cerebral spinal fluid as well to your brain, which is good for your brain. Very good. Last breath. Hold it for as long as you like, but just try to get it into your everyday life. Another incredibly beneficial stretch to prevent rounded shoulders is just put your hands on the wall and then try to turn your body away. So shoulder stretch. Try to not let the shoulders pull up. Try to keep pulling down through the tops of the shoulders and keeping the length through the neck. Feeling a little stretch there. If you're hypermobile, just push more, push into the wall, and you get a bit of stability there. But everybody should do a gentle push and a gentle stretch at the same time. If you're very, very strong, you can go straight into a strong stretch if you've got lots of stability. So no overstretching. One more breath. Swapping over to the other arm. A little bit of a push for stability and a little bit of a stretch, and you can coordinate what's right for your shoulder. So if you're more unstable, more push. If you're strong but really stiff, a bit more stretch. Trying to turn away from the stretching shoulder. Trying to relax into it. And the more you sit, the more you'll need the stretches we've been through. So strengthening your back, elbows and back pockets exercise, weaving into your everyday life, lunges and shoulder stretch that we're doing now, and the one with the right angle pose, lengthening out. All those four in your life will make a huge difference to how you feel and looking after yourself. Relaxing into this one. One more breath in and out. Great. Feeling your shoulders, a little roll one way, a little roll the other way. Feeling your chest open. We'll do a few more exercises on the floor, which will make you feel even better again. Coming down to all fours. Cat-cow. So inhale, lift the chest, exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale and weave this into your everyday as well to free up tight muscles, but even more as we get older to stimulate blood flow, lymph flow, gut flow. Nothing getting stagnant. And then coming to kneeling, sit back to your heels. And if you're a bit stiffer, it might look like this. Don't force your knees or your ankles. But if you're more flexible, try to get your bottom right back to your heels and then stretch forward. And we're maintaining flexibility in our ankle joints, hip, knees and spine. It's a really good pose for your whole body, but also for calming down your nervous system. If there's a bit of anxiety, which there often is, because the world we live in is pretty damn stressful. Try to rest your head down. If your head feels forward too much, just put a block or a pillow under your forehead. Try to breathe into your lower back. Good. The next stretch is called gate pose, and it's a side stretch. So you're trying to, if you're stiffer, just looks like that. And if you're more flexible, a bit more like that. Taking a few breaths, feeling those muscles that get quite stiff up your sides, your lats. And if they get stiffer, then you're breathing your lower back, your shoulders, your reach, swapping to the other side. So remember, if you're stiffer, that might be enough stretch for you. No force. No force in your body. Overstretching will not free you up. It will actually give you an injury. Just feeling a nice side stretch at your own edge. Very good. One more breath in and out in the gate pose. Great. Just a few breaths back to the kneeling, stretching forward, Ardha Mukha Varasana in Sanskrit. And then a Sphinx pose for a few breaths, so try to give your belly a stretch. Another incredibly good anti-sitting pose that you should have in your everyday life. Weave it in here and there. They're all good to do together, but if you just do one here and you just do this mid-morning, maybe do the hands on the wall, middle of the afternoon, cat-cow, just whatever you feel is good for you. If you're more flexible like that, taking a few breaths, enjoying this one. Okay, next one, lie on your back, hugging your knees into your chest, or squatting. If you want to squat and you feel it's comfortable for you. A few nice deep breaths, hugging your knees in. So next one is a little bit of a twist, a bit of rotation through our hips and spine. So if you don't know it, have a look at what I'm doing first. Feet about hip width, and then I'm reaching across. It's called windscreen wiper, and I'm reaching away from my knees. The knees are turning one way and reach the other way. And you can add on breath, exhale, inhale. And this really frees up around the spine, as well as we get older, blood flow stagnates. It's just how it is, but we can't stop aging. But we can slow down biological aging with these exercises and general healthy living. Oiling up the hips, freeing up the spine. Always press pause if you want to stay for longer doing an exercise. If it feels so good, you'll learn to love this one. And another great one to have in your everyday life to break up sitting, stagnant blood flow. Hugging your knees back in, taking a few deep breaths there. And then hip abduction, a few breaths there. I hope you do a lot of walking and a lot of side planks and my strength videos so that you actually make all these muscles strong that we're stretching. And then the other leg into abduction. It's freeing up your outer hip and your lower back. And then spread your fingers and toes and curl. And then rotate ankles and wrists one way and then the other way. And then you can have straight legs or bent legs lying on your back for a few minutes. Try to breathe a little bit slower and deeper than normal everyday breathing. So you're getting a little stretch in your diaphragm. Deep inhale, a bit deeper. And then exhale. A bit slower, a bit deeper. In and out through the nose. Squeeze your belly a little bit at the end of the exhalation. Nice relaxed belly, really deep, slow breath in. Really feel your chest cavity filling up in all directions. Don't tense your neck. Really slow, deep breath out. Squeeze your deep pelvic floor muscles at the end of the exhalation. Last one. Really slow, deep breath in and out. Notice how you feel after a bit of a stretch, a little bit of movement, a little bit of deep breathing, a bit of time into your self-care. Press stop on your device if you want to stay for longer, rather than the YouTube going on to something else. And enjoy your feeling, which should last for a while. But when you're ready, roll to your side, and thank you so much. And I hope you can do all my videos and have your best body, feel your best, and slow down aging is what it's about. And also, I hope you can become a patron, because then you can have my bonus content, which is my live class recordings, which will get you going a little bit more, doing a little bit more than just the YouTube. There's something special about the live class recordings, so it's not as choreographed, although I'm not very choreographed on the YouTube because I just can't be a perfectionist. Thank you so much. I hope you feel good.